my innocence, how it always seems to get lost in violence. We always seem to get caught. It's no coincidence that we're running from the past. Forgiveness wasn't something that we had. Limitless. We're living limitless. I refuse to just exist. I'd rather shoot and miss. So I'ma raise my fist and live it limitless. 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 I refuse to just exist. I'd rather shoot and miss. So I'ma raise my fist and live it limitless. Limitless.
What's up, guys? I am JC Limitless. Welcome to the JC Limitless Show, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guys, today, man, we got a lot of cool stuff going on. We've been talking all week about building ourselves up, our self-confidence, our self-belief, and things along those lines to make ourselves a better version of ourselves, you guys. Hey, if you guys could, really quick, man, before I continue, if you could share this out on Facebook and Twitter. There's a share button, and if you're new to this, if you look at the video you're watching right now, scroll all the way, there's going to be videos underneath. Scroll all the way down underneath those videos, and you'll see a comment box, and you can comment to me here while I am live. But today, this is what it's about today, guys. Are you in the ballpark or are you in the game? Which one are you? Because you're only one of the two. And I'm going to explain what all this means, man, because I don't watch the news. I don't pay attention to the news. I don't watch TV, and I do that for a reason. And there's a good reason for it, man. You know, some people might have a hard time with this today until they watch the replay. But it's reality, man. And just so everybody knows, man, my heart goes out to all the families of the people that have lost some loved ones or whatever in the last few days, man. It's just unacceptable behavior. Things have happened. I'm seeing a lot of people just post stuff about it on social media, and it's not cool, man. You know, a lot of people may be taking what they're seeing the wrong way or whatever, or the right way. Either way, those people's lives don't need to be taken like that. I'm in the game, prepping for my next level. I love it. So check it out. This is what it's about. So if you're in the game, you're playing the game, man. But if you're in the ballpark, let me explain to you what this means, man. So this goes back to social conditioning. When we're growing up, we have people around us that teach us things. We have our parents, our teachers, our coaches, our mentors, our friends, our brothers, our sisters, our loved ones, everybody that's around us. Every single person you ever came in contact with, from when you were super little to when you were growing up, they teach you things along the way, and those things get stored in your subconscious, in your cerebellum. And you remember these things, and you remember stuff like what color red is and what color blue is, and how to tie your shoes, and so on. But we also learn and we take in a lot of other things, and these things are this. We take in things that may not apply to you today, and we also take in their fears, their doubts, their insecurities, their failures. We take all of that in. You know, if you say that you're going to start a business, and when, say your mom or your dad comes to you and is like, man, this is not a good idea, I don't think you should do this. They may not think it's a good idea because they've had some type of past experience with it, or they've thought about it before, or they just heard or read about it somewhere else and it just seemed like a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, guys. Nothing is ever a bad idea. If you do your due diligence, my bad, due diligence. If you do your if you do your due diligence, you'll be all right, man. You know, like, do your homework, make calculated risks. You know, just like sleeping. Like, everybody wants to know, you know, how many hours of sleep should you get? You know, I myself, I get 5 to 6 hours, man, and I'm back at it again. I don't need 8 hours. People say you need 8 hours all the time, or 6 hours, or this many hours. There's no set number. That number is set there based on statistics. I can't even talk today. Based off statistics of the average amount of people that they tested on. You know what I mean? Like, so there's 100 people here, and 98 of them said that they need 8 hours. So we're going to tell the world they need 8 hours. So everybody believes that we need 8 hours. The problem with this is it goes across the board. It goes with pharmaceutical drugs. It goes for anything you can think of. You guys can comment and say something, and I'll tell you all about it. Pharmaceutical drugs. People will say, you need this many pills of, you know, this headache medicine to get rid of your headache. Says who, man? Everybody's got different body weights. We all have different chemical makeups. Everything is different. Everything is so automated for us, man, that we rely on everything that's brought to us, and this is true, and this is the answer, which is not the case. And I want to talk about something, you know, because the social conditioning can bury you, man. It can hold you back. Your beliefs, social conditioning creates beliefs. This is your core beliefs. And these are the beliefs that you know and believe to be true growing up. And you hold them inside you your whole life. Here's another example. When I was younger, I think I was like 15 or 16 years old. And I told my older sister, I was like, man, you know what? I cannot wait to get my motorcycle license. You got to be, in Illinois, you got to be 18 to get your motorcycle license. And I'm like, man, I can't wait to get my motorcycle license. Well, when I turned I was like 17 and a half, and I was talking about it, my older sister, trying to protect me, said, hey, you know they just passed a law that you can't get your motorcycle license till you're 21? I was like, are you serious right now? Like, I've been waiting all this time to get my motorcycle license. I'm like, well, all right, cool, whatever. If that's what they did, that's what they did, man. Call it bio-individuality. No two people have the same DNA, even identical twins. Absolutely. So the thing about the story is, I know the comments are delayed. That just popped up. So bear with me, man. They're going to be working on it. It's up to us to break that conditioning and vicious cycle of negativity. Absolutely. So check this out. So I believed her when she told me I had to be 21 to get my license. I never once thought about it again. Why? Because a loved one came to me and brought information to me. And, you know, like, I'm watching everybody riding bikes. I'm like, dude, you guys, you know, I'm thinking to myself, you guys are crazy, man. You're riding around on a motorcycle with no motorcycle license. Dude, it's not cool. No, they never changed the law. The law was 18 years old. So the entire time until I was 21, I thought I had to wait till I was 21 to get my license. But I took that belief from her because she was my loved one. She was my sister, man. She ain't gonna lie to me. You know, and it goes for everything, guys. This now I'm gonna boil it down to what this means, man, on a bigger level. Top of the morning to you. What's up, Brent? Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in here. Guys, if you could share this out, it'd be amazing. But check this out, man. So, growing up, like I said, I'm from Chicago. For those of you who don't know my story, I'll do my story here on YouTube one day. My story is I'm from the Chicagoland area, man. I grew up in the hood. I grew up around a very low income area. I grew up around negativity. I grew up around you live check to check, and if you can save $100, you're doing good. If you took a vacation maybe once every 5 years, you're good. That's the lifestyle I grew up around, and it was my belief that this is what life was, man. This is what it is. It's a concrete jungle. There's negativity. I live around gangs. I'm affiliated and talk to people in gangs. You know, being shot at, being stabbed. This is normal life, and I didn't know any better because I never left this box, man. We're in this box. And I'm going to take this thing to a whole nother level here in a second. So I lived in this box my whole life, man. I never been on a plane. I never went anywhere. I didn't go on a plane until 7-8 months ago. Last November, it was the first time I got on a plane at 36 years old. I was definitely afraid of planes because my core belief was they weren't safe. There's 30 tons of steel floating in the air. I don't want to be on a plane. I'm scared to go to airports. I've been on almost 40 flights since November. I love flying. It's amazing. I can be in Chicago, I can be in New York for breakfast, Chicago for lunch, and Miami for dinner, all in one day. It's amazing. The limitations that we put on ourselves from the beliefs that were put on us growing up. whether they were self-inflicted or from people that were around us. And when that happens, that's what limits us and stops us and slows us down. So now I'm going to show you guys a few different views on different generations and how this all coincides and works together, and how much of a loop this is, and how nasty this is, and what this creates in our world. So the guys that are on the news, Sterling, I believe was one of their names. I don't watch the news, guys. Sorry. So if I mess the name up, forgive me. Absolutely unacceptable what happened to them, man. My heart goes out to their families. It's just unbelievable. But I want to say something about that, man. Because, and it's not his fault because he didn't know any better, because he grew up in an area, in a situation like I did. I've been shot at. I've been stabbed. I've been to prison. I've been through the ringer. And the reason for that is because I was influenced by my environment. Who are the closest people around me? What is going on? What options are being presented to me? You can only choose from options which are presented to you. And these guys that are in these situations that seem like the wrong place at the wrong time is exactly what that is, man. And unfortunately, these guys are paying for it with their lives. And it's absolutely so sad, man. Like, I can't even fathom like what is going on, man. Like, it sickens me. And this is why I say do not watch the news. Because there's people now on social media that are posting it, and I understand why. But they want to bring awareness to the situation. But we as human beings, we don't do that, do we? Now they're posting it on there, and it's becoming racial. It's becoming negativity. It's becoming news and what's popular, and wasting our time, taking our time up. The situation has happened, and there's nothing we can do about it. And yeah, we do need to have awareness about it, but the way that we do that on social media, it turns into a vendetta. It makes people hate other people. They start coming up with their own stories of what happened. We can only see a video, guys. You know what I mean? We can only see a video. You're not the justice system. You're not a lawyer. You are not part of the forensics team. Whatever happened, man. Like, it's over. It's happened. There's nothing we can do about it. It sucks. My heart is broken for those people, man. But those people put themselves there, and I want to stop all these kids, these generations, even my generation, even older generations that are still in it, that are in those situations, that are in those environments, because they don't know any better. They just, honestly, they don't know. That's their environment, man. They're the king of the hood. Like, I run this joint. This is mine. And it's where they're fixated. It's where their mind is. It's where they are going. It's what they know. And they're dominating it. They're doing what they're supposed to do, but in the wrong environment. They're dominating that environment. This is my environment. I'm going to be the hottest rapper here. I'm going to be the toughest gangster here. I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. Dude, it's awesome that you got these goals, but they're targeted towards the wrong thing because they don't have the options presented to them to understand that they can do something amazing with their lives. Like, for me, for instance, like, when people are like, man, just be happy. Like, happiness is amazing. I would tell people all the time, like, I'm not Mr. Rogers, man. Happiness doesn't exist. Do you see where I'm at? Do you see what I'm living in? What are you talking about? It's because I didn't know. I see it now. I live it every day. I love being happy. I love being around amazing people and world changers and leaders and go-getters, man. And there's so many wasted lives, man, because of lack of knowledge and not knowing. Because they're taking in core beliefs from people around them, environments around them. They just don't know, man. They don't know that they can do something better. We have to take a stand. Those of you watching right now and those of you watching this replay, take what I'm saying to heart and think about it. And how can you influence the people that are around you to do something different, to start something better, to be amazing, to go out here and make this a better place than what we found it. It's up to us. Negativity is like cancer. It's so easily spread. Positivity is not, because nobody believes in it. I believe in it, and I'm going to teach you how to believe in it. I'm going to teach you what this is about. I watched the video on Facebook. There's no way to tell if he reached for his gun or not. I don't watch the news either, by the way. And there's no way to tell whether that happened or not. Even let's do the worst case scenario. Let's do both scenarios. Let's say he reached for a gun. He shouldn't have had the gun anyway. He just shouldn't have had it. And he had it because of his environment. He's a product of his environment. I ran with guns, and why did I have a gun? Because I was a product of my environment. And if he didn't reach for a gun, he was still in the wrong place at the wrong time, man. He was hanging with the wrong people. I'm not being shot at no more. I'm not being stabbed because I changed my mindset. I changed my motives. I changed my goals. I changed my inner circle. I changed my environment. It doesn't exist around me anymore. And I know that there's going to be a lot of stuff about racism and this and that very well may be true. But I'll tell you what, man, I know a lot of successful black people. I grew up around black people, man. All my friends are black people. I hardly have any white friends, man, except for on social media. Straight up, no lie. There's no excuse for any of it. We put ourselves in those positions, knowingly or unknowingly, we put ourselves in those positions, man. And because we do that, sometimes we have to pay the wrong price, man. I mean, I don't think that what happened was fair. I don't know what happened. I'm not one to say. Who am I? I'm not going to go on Facebook and post something and then put my own caption in there of my belief of what happened, saying he didn't have a gun, he got shot. How do you know he didn't have a gun, man? They pulled something out of his pocket, maybe he had a gun. Or I'm not going to go up there and be like, man, like he had a gun, man, they did the right thing. I'm not going to do any of that because it's none of my business, man. I didn't do that. This isn't my thing. You know what I mean? And by us watching the news, we are, guys, you don't know how important this is. I'm going to get into this later, not on this episode. But do you know how important every single thought, every single experience, everything you see, everything you hear, everything you think, how that affects what you are manifesting in the next 30 seconds? Everything you're watching right now is for a reason. The things coming out of my mouth are for a reason. And they're going to affect you one way or another, good or bad, maybe now, maybe later. Depends on where your state of mind is. And everything you watch after this, and everything you interact with after this, and everything you think about after this. This is why I'm so hardcore on create dominant thoughts. That what you are thinking right now will create your future in the next 10 minutes, period. What are you thinking about? Are you thirsty? I guarantee you're going to go get something to drink. What are you thinking about? Building a business? I guarantee you're going to sit down with a pen and paper and write something about it. What are you thinking about? Does the car have gas? I guarantee you sometime today you're going to go out to the car to see how much gas is in there. Everything we think, everything we see, everything we feel, how we act, how we behave, who we interact with, what we interact with, the information we interact with, the type of people that are around us that are feeding us, what's coming through on your text messages. Are people talking about going out this weekend and you're trying to build a business? How's that working out? Who's tagging you on social media? And what are they tagging you on? Are they tagging you on immoral, crazy stuff, or partying, or drinking, or did you see this at the bar? How does that add value to your future and to your life? Let me know how that works out. Now, let's back up, man. Let's say that you take this seriously and you say, I refuse to have these people around me. I will not have this negativity in my life, and I'm going to change my friends. Actually, I'm going to change my environment. I'm leaving where I grew up because there's nothing but people here that think negatively of me and they won't back me on anything I'm doing. They are not believers in me. And I want to do something great. So you move to a new place. You get new friends. And you attract better friends because you're not thinking like that. The things coming out of your mouth are not about partying. They're not about going out. They're not about he said, she said. They're about business and entities and helping people. And when those things come out of your mouth, these new things, guess what? The people who think the same way, they hear it and they say, damn, JC, I help people too, man. This is what I do. Let's be friends. And it creates something new. You have to change your environment. You have to change your friends, man. Back away from it. The more of us that change our environment, change our friends, change our lives, the less people that are involved in the negativity and in the streets and doing the garbage. Why don't we make being successful something cool? Why don't we make being rich something cool? People look at money like the root of all evil. It's not the root of all evil, man. Not having money is the root of all evil. I've seen people do some crazy stuff because they didn't have any money. When you got money, you have options. And when you have options, you have freedom. I would like to have a lot of money. I want to send my son to a private school or be homeschooled so he doesn't have to be surrounded by the negativity and grow up in that environment and be like these people. It's just that simple. I want my son to get on a plane or even a plane at all and take him over to see Italy or France or the UK or Miami, whatever. I can take my son today to go see the projects where I grew up. What do you think he's going to think about tomorrow? I could take my son today to Italy and show him magnificent Italy, and what do you think he's going to think about tomorrow? What are you bringing to the table for your kids? You're responsible for your kids' experiences. You are completely responsible for how they feel, what they think about, what's in their life, what they're doing, and where they're going. Only you, because you're the one presenting the options. A lot of people, man, I'm gonna back this down to where I came from. I know a lot of people who used to smoke weed in front of their kids and cuss and throw things and fight and scream at each other in front of their kids. What do you think that is building inside those little kids, man? We as adults can't even handle some of that stuff sometimes. How do you think a 5-year-old feels? How do you think a 3-year-old feels? You are creating a monster, a cold-hearted monster, man. So we have to show them and lead by example. Lead with your heart. Lead with your knowledge. Lead with your new environment. Show them something positive. Show them something amazing so they understand, man, that it's not like just some fictional thing, man. This is real. I can go out here and be happy. I can go out here and have a lot of money. I can be successful. I can start a business. I can do anything I want to do. Anything I want to do. You know why? Because my mom and dad believe in me. And I can do what I want to do. That's the best thing you can ever do for a kid is believe in them. Be aware, guys. Be aware. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of social conditioning. Be aware of your environment. The people who are around you. Who is texting you. Who's emailing you. Who is tagging you on social media. Excuse me. Who is doing this? And what are they talking about? Go take a look at your text messages today, guys. Go scroll through your news feed and see what's in there. Is there a lot of negativity? A lot of people talking about racial stuff? I know a lot of people want to bring it up for awareness, but it turns into something negative where people start fighting. People separate themselves, man. Just not too long ago in Orlando, those people got shot. They were gay people in a nightclub. They're people like you and me, man. We're all the same. They didn't deserve to get shot because of a sexual preference. What's wrong with people? This is what I'm talking about. This is absolutely unacceptable, man. And then afterwards, I see things like this. Now, this is where it spins off and gets crazy. Because I see gay pride parades. I'm having a gay pride parade, but if you ain't gay, you can't come here. Well, you just separated me from you, man. I ain't got nothing wrong. I have nothing against people who have a different sexual preference than me. Do I want it pushed on me? No, guys. But I'll hang out with them. I don't care about that, man. We're people. We're human beings. We're amazing creatures, man. We're all the same. But you just separated us, and then you wonder why we're all separated. There's a Puerto Rican parade, and a Black Pride parade, and an Italian parade, and this and that. People, we separate ourselves, man. How about we have a freaking human being parade? How about that? How about we have we're amazing parade? Even so far as we're Americans and we're Italians and we're Germans. You know, I'm German proud. How about we be human being proud? How about that? How about this world come together and realize that we're all the same, man? Nobody's better than anybody else. Everybody's egos and nationalities and religions and sexual preferences and all this garbage needs to go, man. This is real. I like this because, you know what's really cool, guys? I watch my viewers go get cut in half because they can't handle it. They can't deal with it. I told you guys this is going to be rough, but I'm speaking the truth. A lot of things might be weird or different for you because it might be the first time you ever heard something like this. But do me a favor, man. Go back and watch this replay. And listen to what I'm saying, man. We control everything. We're led to believe that we don't control everything. We're led to believe that things are a certain way and it stays that way. There ain't no box. People say think outside the box. What box, man? There ain't no box to think outside of, man. There ain't no box. No rules. No lines. It's all just something that some other person made up to keep you sit your ass in the corner. You know what I mean? We ain't here for that, man. We're here to grow. We're here to be amazing. And I won't let anybody limit me. I don't know about you, man, but I'm limitless, baby. And I'm going to go out here and unleash the mindset of hundreds of millions of people, man, and let them experience the beauty of life and not be depressed and not be stressed out and not be broke and not be worried. How about we go be happy and rich and full of life and using this money to help others and help a cause. Help your church. Help your neighbor. Help a single mom down the street that needs something. Buy a swing set and throw it in the yard and don't even say nothing to them. Go do something amazing, man. And you know what, man? Go out there today, you guys. I don't care how bad your day is. Go out there and smile. Go out there and smile. Let somebody else believe that there's something good in this world, man. They're going to see your smile. Look at my smile. You guys wouldn't even imagine the morning I had. But I'm smiling, man, because I know what this world is capable of, what we are capable of, what my message is capable of. And together, man, we can make it happen. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm going to bounce up off here. I'll stop back by on Facebook or whatever, man. But guys, make it happen on purpose, man. Go out there today and do something on purpose. Bam! Do something crazy. That's my new thing. Do something crazy. Go out there and have fun. Go out there and be that influence. Go out there and go be that person, man. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I love you guys to death, man. We can't be stopped. We won't be stopped. We are the 1%ers. We are limitless. The only limitations we have are limitations in our own mind, man. I freaking love you guys, man. Go out there and make positivity a trend. Go out there and make success a trend. Go out there and make happiness a trend. Go out there and make smiles a trend. Go out there and make limitless a trend. Go out there, man. Go do you, and I'm going to do me, and I'll see you out there, man, and I'll high five you in the middle, baby. I'm out this joint. You guys have an amazing day, man. Peace out.